Hi, my name is Nicole, and this is the CK Diary podcast. I hope you guys are having a great week so far. I am feeling so much better than I did last week. I'm still not 100%, but I'm very, very close to there. I've just got like this little, almost like a knot in my throat that just like isn't going away, and it's making me cough. And but I think I'm good now. Anyway, this past weekend was really fun. I've got a lot of small finished objects and whips to show you. We had an event called Saturated at our church. It is from Wednesday. I think it started Wednesday. I was like so out of it this weekend. All of my days were running together. But I think it started on Saturday or on Wednesday, and the last day was Sunday. And the way our pastor explains it is like youth camp for adults. And that is really what it feels like. We just go and listen to a different sermon and sing together, and it's a lot of fun. It was really neat getting together with everyone. I think this is our second Saturated that we went to in person. We usually watch on, when the boys were really little, we would watch online, especially during 2020 and like the beginning of COVID and everything. We watched online whenever we didn't know like what it would do to babies. And we had our 4-year-old who was born during the thick of all of it. He was born March 2020, right when we, started finding out about it. But anyway, it was neat to go in person. It was neat to see everyone, and I'm excited for next year. All of that being said, I did knit during it, but it was all little projects because I couldn't bring anything big. So let me first tell you, I'm drinking a coffee today. It's kind of the same coffee that I talked about last time. It's the medium roast iced coffee from Starbucks. It's just like the iced coffee, nothing else is in it, or cold coffee rather. There's no ice in it. But anyway, you can get it at like Publix or Walmart or whatever. And it has nothing added to it. It's just the coffee. And then I add in half and half. And I usually do maple syrup, but today I did monk fruit sweetener. And that is it for the intro. So let's move on. I'm still a little scatterbrained, so bear with me today. Let's go ahead and do finished objects first. Today, or this past week, like I said, it was mostly small objects. Now, I finished this one 2 weeks ago, but I forgot to show it on the podcast last week. My friend wanted to do a Halloween costume. Oh, sorry, I thought I saw a cat in our front yard. Anyway, my friend wanted to do a Halloween costume for her twins. I believe they're almost 2 years old. And she wanted to do the Slinky Dog costume for them. And she had found, whenever she was researching how to make one, she's very craftsy. She uses like the Cricut, and she makes a lot of her own shirts and stuff, and she's really artsy. But she had found a crocheted Slinky Dog costume where the front hat was the ears and the nose, and then the back hat was the tail. She had an idea for the tail, and she had an idea for the spring in the middle. So she just wanted me to do the hat with the ears and the nose, and then just a plain hat for the other one. So this is the hat that I made. The nose is kind of like, it kind of hangs down, but whenever her daughter will have it on, it'll pop out. I've already tried it on my son, so I know it'll stick out once they actually have the hat on. And then I made these little ties just to tie it around their head. I couldn't find a pattern for it, so I just found like a free half double crochet pattern online for the hat, and I'll link that down below. And then for the straps, I did like 50. I chained 50, and then I must have done half double crochet for this too. It looks like I did. And then I did, I chained 51, and then I, half double crocheted 50 all the way back up. And then I stitched the last one to the actual hat, and then did the same thing on the other side. So she has a little tie so it'll stay on her baby's head. And then she wants to make like little felt cutouts for the eyes and the nose and the mouth, or the tip of the nose and the mouth. So once she finishes that, if she's okay with it, I will post a picture of the fully finished object. And then my other finished objects are just 2 other hats. These ones took me just a few hours. I pretty much knit on the car ride to church, at church, on the car ride back, and then a little bit the next day, for both of these. This is I believe the pattern is called the Basic Beanie by Maker's Store, or the Makers Store. It's a store, I got so excited. It's a store in Brunswick, and I was like, Brunswick is only like an hour and a half maybe away from us, Brunswick, Georgia. So I was like, that's so exciting. The store was really cute. I looked up pictures of the store. I was like, oh, it's so cute. It's Brunswick, Australia. A little bit further from me than an hour and a half. So I probably won't be visiting that. But I made 2 of them. I made this one first. This is the Delft Heather colorway from the Knit Picks Wool of the Andes Superwash Worsted. And then this is the other one that I made with the Shire Heather colorway from the same yarn. This is to match my boys' sweaters. If you watch the podcast from like maybe a month ago, around there sometime, you'll see the sweaters that I made that match these. And that is it for finished objects. Now this, like I said, this past week, this weekend, it was the week of small objects. This one I just started. I only worked on it for a few minutes and I haven't picked it up again. This is going to be a Sophie shawl. I believe I'm making the medium size. I think that's what I've landed on with the amount of yarn that I bought. This is the Westshire Spinners. That's not right. West Yorkshire Spinners, BFL. I can't remember what the colorway was. Maybe camel. I can't remember. I'll have to find that. I love this yarn. BFL has a really, really rustic look, but it is so super soft. It's not quite as soft as Baby Alpaca, but I feel like, yeah, Alpaca is really soft. I feel like it might be a little bit softer than Superwash. I don't know. That's just how I feel. Maybe it's because of like the halo on it. I don't know. But I love the rustic look, but obviously I love that it's not super scratchy. I started this once with wooden needles. I didn't love the way it was working up on the size that I used. So I sized down, didn't love the way it was working up on that size. So I believe I sized down again and used metal needles, and I am doing a 4.5 millimeter. This is a DK weight yarn. I'm really excited. I feel like I say this every week. I'm hoping that I get that done before we go to North Carolina. It would be nice just to have a little scarf that I can throw on while we're out and about. And then my other work in progress, this was cast on because I needed something small to work on while we were sitting in service and while we were on the road. But I'm super, super glad I casted it on. I got so much done this weekend on it, and I was not expecting it. But I cast on my nutmeg spice yarn that Kettle and Hearth Fibers gifted me. I'll have my affiliate link down below if you'd like to go purchase a skein of their yarn. Their affiliate link, it doesn't add an extra cost, or my affiliate link with them, it doesn't add an extra cost to you, but it does help support me and my channel. So this is what I've got so far. This is the second muscle bear hat that I've made. And I really, really love the way this colorway is working up. I love the earth tone pinks and purples and browns. It's just so pretty. And then I like how it's I feel like it's a very, the color changes aren't super in your face because I feel like it just kind of melts together really nice. but these little pops of this yellowish white color, it's kind of nice to have those little pops in there. I like that. Anyway, and of course I put it in my matching bag. You know that I love to match my projects to my bag. And then the only other whip that I worked on this weekend, besides the temperature blanket, which I will pull out eventually to share on the podcast, this is the only other whip that I have. It is my husband's sweater. It did not get too much work since you guys saw it last week. I did not work on this a whole lot, maybe like 10 rounds. I think I have about 3 more centimeters to do until I start the bottom ribbing. Hopefully I will have that done before I see you guys next week. I've been forgetting to do this the last couple of weeks. A few weeks ago, I said I wanted to start doing a pattern spotlight. Whether it's free or not, just share a pattern that I found, that I love, that I'd like to make, or that I have made and that I love. And this week, I'm going to share the Margot top by Gregoria Fibers. It is a beautiful, beautiful top. It's $8.26 USD. It is a DK weight pattern. It is, and according to the Ravelry page, it is a textured summer top inspired by vintage styles. It is a beautiful boat neck with a beautiful texture front and back all the way down. It said on the pattern that the top and back sections were worked separately and then they were joined at the sleeves. It looks like a really beautiful pattern, something that I would certainly love to make one day, and I just wanted to share it with you. I think that is all I had to talk about this week. I'm so grateful to be on the mend. It has been raining this past week every day. This is the first day it's been sunny in about 7 days, which was really nice. I love the rain. I love thunderstorms, and it was nice to have such cozy weather to stay inside. Plus, we couldn't really go outside anyway a whole lot, so I didn't feel super guilty for staying inside. But now that I'm feeling a little bit better, I want to be outside. I want to get back outside, and it's nice that it's sunny and time for that. Just some life stuff. My boys and I put together my garden box. I'll put a little picture here. The boys, we went to a nursery near the house, and they picked out the flowers that they wanted for it, and that was really fun. And I really think that's it. Not a whole lot else has been going on. I have got, let me see, there's about 4 weeks until, maybe 3.5 weeks until we go to North Carolina. So, I've got to finish the bottom ribbing and the sleeves on my husband's sweater. And I think 3.5 weeks, I feel like 3.5 weeks is plenty of time for that. And then my Sophie scarf and my muscle burr, it would be nice if I got those done. But really the only things that were urgent were hats for my boys and my husband's sweater. So hopefully those will really be done before we go. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a fantastic week. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Let me know down below what you guys are working on. I love reading about that. And I will see you guys next week. Bye.